Look, you have 60 days to make $10,000. That's the challenge. Now, I'm not here to give you some feel-good advice. I'm here to wake you up, because if you do this right, this summer could feel completely different from any summer you've ever had before. Right now, you might be stuck in a routine, working a job you don't like, checking your phone every 5 minutes, watching shows to escape from your day-to-day life. But what if instead of wasting this time, you took the next 60 days and did something most people never do? What if you made a plan, stuck to it, and pulled in $10,000 before the summer even starts? Does it sound wild? Maybe, but it's actually not. So let me show you how to do it. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to me, my name is Fred, and I come from a low middle class background. But it still didn't prevent me from making thousands of dollars per day with my online business, and most of that is profit, by the way. So I do know a thing or two about making money online. First, let's break it down. $10,000 sounds like a big number, but when we look closer, it's not as scary as you would think. If you give yourself 60 days, that means you only need to make about $166 each day. That's like selling one thing for $166, or 2 products or services for $83, or maybe 5 products for about $33. See? It's small numbers. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. And to do this, you don't need to be a genius. You don't need to start off rich. Hell, I didn't start off rich. Pretty much no one does. You don't even need to be an adult, technically speaking. You just need a plan, and you need to stick to it. Let me tell you something that might sound weird. You don't need a job. What you need is leverage. A job pays you for your time, but you only have so many hours in a day. What if you could get paid for your skills or your knowledge instead? That way, you can help a lot of people without needing to work 24 hours a day. What's amazing about the internet right now is that you can reach people from all over the world. You can solve problems, share ideas, or sell something valuable, and people will pay you for it. That's what we call leverage. That's how people who don't seem to work that hard still make more money than the people who are grinding every day, day in, day out. They picked a smarter path. But to walk this path, I'll be honest with you, you've got to be willing to sacrifice. That might mean giving up your evenings for a while, giving up your weekends to work on your business, saying no to Netflix for a little bit, saying no to scrolling just to kill time. Not forever, of course, just for 60 days. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done before. That is the truth. Comfort might feel good in the moment, but it's expensive. It costs you progress. It keeps you exactly where you are. So if you want a real shot at changing your life, you've got to trade comfort for action. For now, not forever, of course. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots speed up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Now, let's talk about the most important part of this whole thing, picking the right business model. Imagine you're trying to ride a bike uphill. Some bikes are heavy and hard to pedal, others are light and fast. The wrong business model is like the heavy bike. It makes everything harder for no real reason. You'll be pedaling like crazy but actually going nowhere. But the right business model, it makes your job easier. You can move faster with less effort and see results quicker. That's why this step matters so much. The business model you choose must have 3 things. First, it needs to have high profit margins. That means you keep a big chunk of the money you make when someone actually pays you. If you sell something for $100, but you only keep $5 after all your costs, that's a problem, because you'll have to sell way too many just to hit your goal, and for beginners, it introduces a lot of complexity. Second, it needs a short time to get your first sale. You don't want to spend months building something before you see a single dollar. You want to get money coming in fast, so you stay motivated. Third, it has to have a clear, repeatable system. Something you can do over and over again without needing to reinvent the wheel every time. Let me walk you through a few popular options and tell you the truth. Dropshipping, everyone talks about it, but it takes a very long time to learn. Margins are small, and most people end up spending more than they make in the beginning. Now, what about freelancing? It's a solid way to start. You can make money by doing things like writing, editing, designing or managing social media for people, but it's hard to scale because you do everything yourself. That means you can make some money, but not a lot of it. Affiliate marketing, that's when you get paid to promote other people's products. Now it can work, but you usually need a big audience or lots of traffic to see any real money coming in. Now, let's talk about the best option I've seen for making $10,000 fast. Selling high-ticket services or coaching. Now, what does that mean? Let's say you're good at helping people with something. Maybe you're great at getting in shape, or you know how to build websites, or you've helped friends start businesses. That's knowledge, and that knowledge is incredibly valuable. You can take what you know and turn it into a service or a coaching program. You can help people solve a big, painful problem that they're willing to pay a lot to fix. If one person pays you $2,000, you only need 5 people to hit 10,000. Can you see how powerful this is? Now you might be thinking, but I'm not an expert. Look, that's fine. You don't need to be the best in the world. You just need to be one step ahead of the person you're helping. If you've solved a problem in your own life, that is proof you can help someone else. You can teach what you know. You can guide people through the same process. That's how most people start. They don't wait to become perfect. They just help others with what they already know. Now, let's build the plan. Step 1 is to pick a niche where money is already flowing. That means a topic where people are already spending money to fix a problem. Think about fitness, health, making more money, relationships, or even careers. These are areas where people are always looking for help. So if there's money already being spent, that's a very good sign. Step 2 is to craft what we call an irresistible offer. Now you don't just want to list the features of your offer. Focus on solving a real problem. The kind of problem that keeps people up at night. If your offer solves a painful and expensive problem, people will pay you for it and they will happily do so. Next comes step 3. Talk to people. Now look, you don't need a website to start your business. You don't need followers. You need to have real conversations with people in your market. Start by just finding 10 people who might need what you're offering. Message them, ask them questions, really get to understand them, and offer to help. Get them on a call, learn what they want. The first $10,000 is literally sitting in your inbox, in your messages, or in your network. You don't need to wait for anything. You just need to start talking to people. At first, you want to start by using free channels like Instagram DMs, TikTok, LinkedIn, email, even word of mouth. Make videos that speak to the exact pain your audiences feel. Now don't try to be fancy, be real. And here's something most people won't tell you. You're going to get ignored. Some people won't reply. In fact, most people won't reply. Some people will say no, but that's part of the game. But instead of quitting, you do what winners do. You adjust. You try a different message. You ask a different question. You change your approach. It's not about getting it perfect. It's about getting better every day. Keep testing, keep improving, and eventually, you'll get some people saying yes, and you'll make some money, you'll get some customers. But if you never start, you'll never get that yes in the first place. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Now, once the money starts coming in and you hit that $10,000 mark, the game changes again. Now you've got some cash. You've got proof that your offer works. You've got momentum. You don't want to waste it. Don't go and buy something dumb, like a car or an expensive bottle of champagne or a watch. Reinvest it in your business. Use the money to grow. Maybe you run ads to reach more people and make more money. Maybe you hire someone to help you with work that drains your energy. Maybe you use softwares to make your process smoother and faster. But don't change the whole thing. Don't start a new business just because this one worked. Because if you think about it, it's like jumping off a moving bike just when it finally picked up speed. Stick with it, make it better, make it go faster. The goal is not just $10,000 one time. The goal is to build something that can bring in $10,000 over and over again. That's how freedom starts. That's how you stop depending on other people for your money. But it starts with a decision. You have to decide that you're done playing small. You have to decide that comfort is no longer worth it. You have to decide that you're ready to do something most people are too afraid to even try. So you have 60 days. You've got that goal of making $10,000. You've got a plan. What you do next is up to you. You can go back to doing what you always do, or you can look back on this moment as the start of everything changing for you. Again, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to move and to take the first step, and then another, and then another. That's literally how this works. So the question is simple. Are you in? Now look, I know that a minority of people are going to take action and stop at nothing to win. If that's you, then click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I explain how I've been able to make thousands of dollars per day with my business. And right now, we're also offering a few free strategic calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less. But be quick, because we get pretty busy, so our spots fill up very fast. So for that, click on the link in the description below. And with that being said, I'll see you on the other side.